Microphone check, testing 1, 2, test. Oh, my back. I shouldn't have stretched that much. Oh, man. Fuck. Let's see here. Music playing, microphone catching. Hey, Beckett, though, this isn't my actual model. Spoiler alert, this is a free model. It is, you're wondering how free is this? Well, simply put, let me see here. Where is it? I am a torso. That's how free it is. I'm actually working on my own proper model right now. I'm working on it. I am working on it. But, you know, time, money, and that sort of thing. I'm actually working out the design at the moment. And I am going to be learning how to 2D rig that shit. Oh my god, you've lost down privileges. Well, I'm only half here anyway. Oh hey. I mean on the Discord, when I had time before the holiday months started to pick up, I did post some preview pics of it on my Discord channel, in the art channel. So some of it is there. But it's all like hands, feet, shoes. Not giving like too much away because I have like a specific like vision of it. Yeah, it's there. Like I said, it's not much still because it's pretty much basically an OC I made like fucking. I don't want to say it, but it's an OC I made nearly 20 years ago. I'm old. I'm old. Ah! Oh. Holy hell, your OC is also. Oh, fuck! God damn it! That's making me feel even older! Fuck! Oh. But anyways, there's like a whole fucking lore shit with its adventure with amnesia, and it fucking spirals into more and more shit, and it eventually became the basis for a DnD campaign I've been running for the last 7 years. And it's just, there's a whole fucking gods, multiverse, and shit. I designed a whole fucking the D&D series at this point, with multiple sagas, multiple characters, multiple years, and all that shit. It's kind of a running gag that I might get a little old. I remember my friend of mine. She's the next youngest. She's in her 30s. Damn. Fuck. I might be going through fucking midlife crisis at this point. God damn it. I'm trying to be young and I'm trying to be more adult. Adulting hard. That's tough. I want to go back. I want to go back. Well, I mean, if you skip the quarter life crisis, Oh no, I suffered through that. I suffered through that too. I'm Asian, so lots of stress from Asian families. Not to mention there's a whole stress from the fucking what was it? Yeah, it was stress from very, very incompetent family. I don't know how I'm the college dropout, yet the rest of my family don't know how to do shit without me. It's that kind of level. Also, D&D, now you're speaking my language. Yes, I am currently working on fixing my D&D campaign, because I do a virtual tabletop using Foundry VTT. And I'm using what's called Forge as like the server for it, so my players can access their sheets whenever they want to. But the thing is, the campaign has gone on for so long that the game is very big, and the thing is, because the game is very big, it is having lots of trouble loading in. So I'm trying to get a lot of it accessed, or see if I can transfer all the compendiums I made for it into a new game, because like the optimal size for a game is supposed to be like 20 megabytes. My game is 80 megabytes. Because I made so much shit for the campaign. I custom made all the maps, the houses, the towns, the NPCs. It's all homebrew. The story, everything. The only thing I have from the actual books is the classes for the players to use. Oof, that's rough. The push to be successful is insane. I'm just saying, and my family is hard on me to succeed. Oh, they just can't see. Well, at least they're trying. My family calls me worthless and unhelpful, yet they count on me for everything. From watching kids to fixing the sink to cleaning up, cooking, picking them up, dropping them off, fixing their cars, fixing the internet. I am basically the family handyman. Ooh, BTT. Yep. Well, obviously that's what happens when you play for so long. Well, my party is on game 3 in my continuous world, and Jesus, 80 megabytes. Yeah, 80 megabytes. That sounds like I sure do. Yeah, so like I said, it's been going on for like 7 years, and I transferred a lot of things to Foundry VTT because I started it on Roll20 first, but then Foundry VTT got me sold because there are actual doors for the buttons for players to use, and fuck it, that's what sold me alone. And then I adding mods, NPCs, the characters, everything. I'm even typing out and programming in the entire Final Fantasy XIV D&D Homebrew classes into my game, so that if a player or NPC gets like a class or something, they can just slap that on there and it will auto level it up, instead of them having to like pick and choose and type add a level and then type in your new stats and new abilities and everything. The roll turn has such limited features on the player, and at this point you should make a VTT. I don't have that type of resources, so I'm trying to make do with what I got. Granted, I am paying a lot per year to keep the game kind of running. Not super crazy amounts, but it's like for full year to keep the servers going, it's like 200. And this isn't even including that I'm already working on another campaign to begin after this one is done, because my players are almost done with it, going all the way from level 1 all the way up to level 16 right now. But after the next boss fight, it's going to be a level 17. And you might be wondering, hey Zach, why do you have such powerful NPC, such powerful player characters? There's nothing that can pretty much go up against them at that level. Well, the thing is, if they're that powerful, it means I can break out the fun stuff. Pretty much, I even gave my players a limit break that they can use once per long rest, or they could use the resources for the limit breaks to allow them to re-roll something or confirm a roll. But it's like re-roll something. They get 3 resources for these luminous blessings, as I call them. So they use 1 blessing to re-roll something, 2 blessings to confirm something just to make sure it's an auto succeed, or 3 blessings to use a limit break, and it is limited. I mean, I love powerful PCs. My first campaign went to level 30 with the last boss, the real god of entertainment, who orchestrated the entire story. Force him to act as puppets in his writings, actors in a story that never ends. Yeah, but yeah, it is pretty much like that's actually pretty cool though. But yeah, the limit breaks is pretty much, it's still kind of based on like the Final Fantasy 14 ones. You know, depending on like what kind of class you got or and stuff, or do you want to spec into? Like if you're a berserker, you're going to get like the warrior limit break and such. There's are going to be some different variations like damage types and everything. Now, the way I play it is that limit breaks, since they take so much of your big resource that my players use every day that they get it, that is just a confirmed damage. That there is no like rolling for a save or AC attack for the enemies, but that means it's whatever resistances that the boss has against it. So, like for example, let's say like let's say like the Bard's limit break from Final Fantasy 14. It's that Sagittarius arrow where it's like just a beam of arrows raining down. It's going to be obviously dealing piercing damage. But if the boss is resistant to piercing damage, it will deal only half damage. So just whatever resistances that they got. That's it. And then I got all guaranteed damage. It's nice sometimes. Some magic missile. Yeah, pretty much. It's like a souped up magic missile basically. But then the thing is, I kind of pull out such bullshit boss fights, because okay, so like the example for one of the most like strenuous boss fights I had before was there's these war constructs in my game called Slayers. Pretty much they range between large to gigantic size war constructs, and the players found some of these war constructs to be on their side as well, but they were like controlled by an ally they knew. And the thing is, the king found the other half of the war constructs, and they were under his control, and the king went crazy, yada yada. King was developing a shit ton of like schizophrenia and stuff, and so making some very terrible decisions. But so it kind of made like he became a public enemy #1 for the entire Kingdom Alliance of the land that they're in. And because he was a danger to his people, the Alliance, and even the players' homes and allies who were not part of the Alliance. So the thing is, they not only had to fight the king, but they also had to fight waves of these war constructs, each of them having their own unique ability and legendary actions. And this is not including the king's own legendary actions. Oh, and the king had mythic actions too, that once you beat him down, it pretty much goes into phase 2, and then another wave of war constructs, and then phase 3, another wave of war constructs. each one with more and more devastating abilities that if the players did not order their ally to order the other war constructs to either block, or the players themselves did not stop it in time, it would kind of nuke half the map. I go like, I mean, that's fair. If you're making awful decisions that are threatening your people's lives and homes, I'd be up in arms to take that too. Oh god, good god, that sounds both badass and horrific. I want these stat bucks. I'll share a few of them in a bit if you want to. Not in a bit. After stream, I'm not on the D&D thing. If I could have, if I can get my Foundry to load up, because that's the problem with it being so fucking huge. It takes so long for it to load up. Do a new Captain Map. Said so casually, like a true DM. Oh, that was even the worst part of the fight too. Not only did the king start going crazy and start to merge with some of the war constructs as every phase came in, their ally, yeah, it got worse. I'll drop some on this one. The ally that they had was the king has like a one blood child and 2 adopted children. I think there's like a whole fucking prophecy on them. But the thing is, there's a prophecy on them is that these 3 children of his will destroy the world. And the king is doing everything in his power to make sure that his children won't get fucked in the end. But it just ends up that because he was told of the prophecy, he just ends up making the prophecy real, because as he wants to protect his children, he has these horrendous experiments go on them, making them from childhood all the way up until adulthood. So they became their own legendary mythic bosses on their own. So there are 3 of them. And the thing is, one of them yeah, well, I love that. He isn't even trying to prevent the end of the world. He's just trying to make sure they don't fucking die in the end. Pretty much, it's choose between your loved ones or the world. He chose his loved ones, and the thing is, his children will resent him for it for the rest of their lives. And the king is obviously dead by now because of the whole fight. But he wanted to try to protect his kids. The thing is, his kids, because of all the experience in it, kids have issues, mental issues, and the thing is, they're whole connected in everything of this world. Like even from like before this world's conception, they are actually based on another iteration of themselves. So they're like a reincarnation of another character. And the thing is, they are pretty much like godlike. One of them, Adam, decided to make a deal with the players. And the thing is, hey, we both know that my dad is going crazy. So how about this? You and me, we team up. We take my dad down, and I become king. And I promise you that your village and your people from that village will come to no harm. He was looking for it to be seen. Nope, just daddy issues with dating level mine. And the thing is, the players took that deal because they needed help, right? And the thing is, those 3 children have kind of like 2 levels. First level is already super powerful, already high stats, damaging abilities. High stats, damaging abilities, their own unique abilities as well. Specifically, what village? What about the rest of the world? The thing is, the players needed to try to protect their own first before they try to like work on their other allies, because they had like a lot of injured in their own village. Because I gave my players a home base, like which became their village. And the thing is, it kept growing and growing, so they have like inns, barracks, smithery, restaurants, a suburban area, apartment complex, etc., etc. It's built up like a whole lot. There's like, they know a lot of people there. Now the thing is, why would they agree to this guy Adam to help, right? And the thing is, what do you mean he could just like because he could like saying that the village and their allies will no longer be affected from him, right? Well, the thing is, he had one ability first already before his quote unquote awakening. His ability was that he had a mental connection to a advanced ship that roams around the coast of the entire kingdom, of all the waters and the kingdoms and of the alliance. So anything on the coast could be bombarded from his ship, and he doesn't even have to be near them. He could be on the land or somewhere else and be like, hey, I want my ship to attack this town over there that's on the coast. And the thing is, their town, their home base town was on the coast, so they will always be in range of his ability. So they was like, hey, we have to make a promise with you that you will not fuck with us. So it's like, okay, that's fair. And then he gets his awakening ability, which made everything so much worse. Pretty much he now has a mental connection to a satellite cannon. Yeah, a satellite cannon. Mental connection. So during the fight with the king, so during the fight with the king and the war constructs, not only do the players have to fight him, they also have to be wary of their own allies' bombardment of satellite cannon fire going around the arena. Oh, and he's a rogue too, mainly a rogue, so he has stealth abilities too. So he can just hide and just point his fingers to a spot, and hey, I say fuck this spot in particular. And then a ray of light shoots down from the heavens, fucking them all up. Sorry, now I'm having a bad city. And that is just 1/3 of the problem. That's still just 1/3 of how it got worse. Because you see, I told you there's 3 children, right? The other 2 are going up the tower where the fight is taking. So she ARP is turning to me, but it's like, oh, so with the machine gun, I guess fuck her. I think I've seen that one. I think I have. At least I've seen a variation of it. But yeah, it got worse because the other 2 siblings are going up the tower on opposite sides, and if they don't finish the fight in time, the other 2 will be joining the fight. And the thing is, they are not allied with the party or the king, so they will attack anyone in their way. And they are awakened. Because you know how like gacha games have like their different abilities, and if hit their max one, they're awakened. They pretty much they are awakened at this point. First one, the daughter of the king, the actual blood daughter, has control over ice. So think of it like Shiva from Final Fantasy, but then quadruple it, because ever since her awakening, it has been snowing the entire time around the world. And she is coming as there is like an ice tower beginning to form up on the north side of it. And she is going to be joining the fight. The other sibling is actually based off of my old OC. The one I'm making to a kind of a VTuber is based on an old OC. Is pretty much think a raging barbarian with magic. But the thing is, anything he touches or comes into contact with, on his own whim, will disintegrate. And he is climbing up the tower on the south side. Dear God, Shiva met Elsa and they had a love child with too much trauma. Pretty much. Oh yeah, I saw the few updates are posted, by the way. It's looking good. Yeah, this is just a hands and feet. Oh, fucked up Midas vibes. That's not false Hydra level, but horrifying. No, not at all. So, yeah, pretty much like Midas vibes and stuff. But the thing is, it actually goes deeper because the ability that the character that sibling has, it's not to disintegrate, but it's more like to reset things to a previous state. But the thing is, he does it so subconsciously that it just looks like the things are turning to dust around him. So he swings at his sword. It looks like his sword, when it comes into contact with them, it looks like it just cuts straight through the armor. But it's just like disintegrating the armor before it slices them. So kind of like a primal reinvigoration, pretty much. And he is coming up the south, like I say, he's going to the south side. Oh, so if they didn't hurry up fast enough if they didn't beat the king fast enough, they would not only be dealing with the king and his war constructs, they would also be dealing with satellite. Well, they're already dealing with satellite cannon fire, a Shiva god, and a disintegration god from so many fronts. Makes me wonder if it's returning things to their previous state in a way. If we had to touch a fossil, would it come back to life? Now, I did say that these characters are based the siblings I told you are based off like old characters. Pretty much if it was like the older character, like back in its prime heyday before like this multiverse of the DnD campaign, I would say yes. Because there was like two abilities for this being to have. First one is I call it knowledge of reality. Basically anything they touch, they get all the information they want on it, even history or previous things of it, where it's been, what it's made up of, where its past was relative to the Earth, where its location was relative to the Earth, where its location was relative to the sun a million years ago, etc., etc. Now, so, and the other ability is recall. Pretty much anything, since the parents got the ability to like touch and get all the information, if it just like snapped his fingers and it was able to focus that energy and understand it, he could reset anything. So game wise, it's pretty much like being, hey, I touched you, you're now back to level 1. I touched you, you're now back to the state where you forgot how to use your ability. I touch you. Oh, now your armor that was with you is now back in your room, so you're just in front of me naked. I touch you, snap my fingers, but you're suddenly back at the hometown instead of being right in front of me, etc., etc. Why do I aggressively want to draw these siblings now? They're badass. I actually have some drawings of them, but they're like super old drawings. But the thing is, they're like so old, I need to revamp them up. Ah yes, this rock was once a pathetic little fish with 3 brain cells a million years ago. You can talk to a thermal vent. I'm gonna put it back there. Pretty much, yeah. Now the other character, the one with the satellite cannon fire, he was very, very different from his previous iteration. He's probably the most powerful and most dangerous being I have ever created for my stories. Adam, instead of having satellite cannon fire, is that he also has the knowledge of reality ability. That if he touches someone, he gets all that information, what their build, what their history is, what they're made up of, who they like, what they had for breakfast, everything, right? Now, instead of resetting things like like a sibling, he alters them. So he touches you, snaps his fingers. Congratulations, you now have a heart attack. Snaps his fingers. Congratulations, you can no longer see. Snaps your fingers. Congratulations, the atoms in your body have split. You've become a nuke. Snaps his fingers. You are now made of lead, and your organs just completely stop. He touches the planets or pretty much anything he can touch, basically. Since he's already like touching air, he understands how oxygen works, and he can make the air poisonous, or if he knows the composition of something. Basically, think what was it? Think Father from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but on a much more powerful scale. He could create and alter anything from the materials around him, as long as he understands how it is. Old RP card. If you ever revamp them, please share. I want to draw these from like beans. Okay, I'll share at some point. Not gonna lie, that power is insane. No one he loves will ever have to worry about a deadly illness. It's just the air with combustion with nuclear energy if he gets too pissed off. Yeah, he's pretty much the go-to villain for the most of my stories, and as well as like entourage that works with him. But now also going back to your comments, what you said, why I was laughing very horrifying. What was it? Where is that comment? The ooh, fucked up minus vibes. That's not false hydro level horrifying. No, not at all. Speaking of false hydras, my players are currently going up a old ancient false hydra that has taken rooted underneath a kingdom of magic. And I have souped this thing up. Cause as my players like get to the town and they're like looking around, it's like, because my players have like some sort of blessing on them that they can like kind of remember some things if they make a successful roll. And they're like looking around, and it's like, hey, where's our chocobos? The NPCs are with, what chocobos? We walked here. The NPC they're with, hey, were we with a Lalafell just now? No, it was just us. There's a Lalafell except for you. Now, this is the worst part of this false hydra that I made. It is actually intelligent, and it has made a pact with someone in the town. And the thing is, whoever this false hydra consumes, yeah. Microjack. Come on.